I'm Jason with the Honest Finance Channel, and today I want to talk about the 3 best ETFs you can buy in 2018 and beyond. If you just came across this channel, feel free to subscribe or at least give the video a like. Now onto the 3 best ETFs. If you don't know what an ETF is, it's basically just like a mutual fund. So it's a basket of assets, except you can buy and sell them on the stock exchange. So if you want to invest in an index like the S&P 500, an ETF is a good way to go because you can buy and sell those shares on the stock exchange. The first ETF I want to talk about is Vanguard's VOO ETF. This ETF is literally the S&P 500 index. So with this ETF, you're essentially investing in the top 500 companies in the US. It's only got an expense ratio of 0.04%. Do you have any idea how cheap that is? It's the equivalent of paying 4 pennies per $100 invested. And that's really cheap. Just last year, this ETF killed it with a 22% return, and it has an average 5-year return of 16%. It also currently pays out a dividend of 1.81%. The only thing that I don't really like right now about this ETF is that it costs $259 a share. Now that's not really going to break the bank, but $259 a share is a little bit expensive. And that's why the next 2 ETFs that I want to talk about are from Charles Schwab, because they're a lot cheaper and their expense ratios are also really reasonable. And so that being said, the second best ETF on my list is from Charles Schwab, and its ticker symbol is SCHD. Now this ETF is another index, but this one actually follows the top 100 dividend paying companies in the US. It's currently got an expense ratio of 0.07, which is still really good. And just last year it grew 21%, and about 15% over the last 5 years. Now the really cool thing about SCHD is that it's currently paying out a dividend of 2.77%. And the shares happen to be really cheap in my opinion at only $54 a share. And $54 a share obviously makes it a lot easier to get into this ETF than it does to get into Vanguard's S&P 500. And finally, third on my list is another Charles Schwab account. This one's ticker symbol is SCHB. I really love indexes, and this is another index. It's a broad market index. And this one happens to track the top 2,500 US companies. So this ETF in particular has a ton of diversification. You're going to have a lot of different companies and sectors inside that 2,500 stock basket. Now this ETF has the best expense ratio out of the 3 that I've covered. This one comes in at 0.03%. So just remember that's 3 pennies for every $100 that you're investing. Last year, this ETF gained 22%, and the 5-year average was 16%. It currently pays out a dividend of 1.73%, and the shares are currently trading at $68 a piece. So this one is also really affordable to get into. So there you have it. Those are my top 3 ETF stock picks for 2018 and beyond. I'm Jason with the Honest Finance Channel. If you did find this information helpful, feel free to subscribe or at least give the video a like. That's all.